Stephen Hawking says humans must flee Earth within century. Stephen Hawking is giving humanity a tall order: colonize Mars in the next century or watch as life on Earth fizzles out. After last year claiming that humans have 1,000 years left on Earth, Hawking says in a new documentary that we instead have about 100 years until we'll need to jump ship as Earth is overwhelmed by overpopulation, climate change, disease, and artificial intelligence. It might be a bit premature to start packing, but the BBC's Expedition New Earth will explore technological and scientific advances that will enable life in space or a colony on another planet, reports The Telegraph. It will show Hawking's ambition isn't as fantastical as it sounds, that science fact is closer to science fiction than we ever thought, the BBC says, per Newsweek. Elon Musk of SpaceX is already planning to send humans to Mars in the next decade. But while a Mars colony is a good idea, bringing new scientific discoveries, columnist Eric Mack says Hawking needs to give his head a shake if he honestly believes Mars, the Moon, or anywhere else in our solar system will be more hospitable than Earth even after a host of disasters. Just cleaning up our own mess and starting over by rising from the rubble seems more practical and more affordable than figuring out how to grow food or survive radiation poisoning on Mars, he writes at Forbes. The solution to all of our problems is here on Earth, he adds. Yet somehow, the grass is always greener for some people, even when it's on a dead red planet. For some much funnier Hawking news, check out this skit. This article originally appeared on Newser. Hawking, actually, we have 100 years to escape Earth.
Unless, and humankind is facing mass extinction, unless we find a new planet to live on. No pressure. During a speech at Britain's Oxford University Union, renowned theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking warned that humanity has about 1,000 years left of viable and sustainable existence. Hawking advised that we must continue to go into space for the future of humanity, colonizing the stars and other planets, or else mankind will not survive another 1,000 years without escaping our fragile planet. The professor argued that humanity is unlikely to survive potential different crises over the next millennium, noting the biggest and most immediate threats that could threaten mankind: nuclear terrorism, climate change, and the rise of artificial intelligence. Although the chance of a disaster to planet Earth in a given year may be quite low, Hawking said, it adds up over time and becomes a near certainty in the next 1,000 or 10,000 years. By that time, we should have spread out into space and to other stars, so a disaster on Earth would not mean the end of the human race. So is there hope, or are we all doomed? NASA is searching for exoplanets that might be able to sustain human life. SpaceX founder and CEO Elon Musk wants to colonize Mars, launching 1 million people to the Red Planet in an effort to protect humanity from its inevitable demise. But despite the dire forecast, Hawking encouraged students to explore the mysteries of the universe not yet solved. Remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet, Hawking said. Try to make sense of what you see. Wonder about what makes the universe exist. Be curious. However difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. It matters that you don't just give up. For FoxNews.com, I'm Rob Demetrius.